All right, what do we have here today, Charlie?
This is a 138 or T138 symmetrical standing seam roof panel. What makes a symmetrical panel great are three things. Number one, it's more watertight than any other type of roof panel. So what you can see here is this panel is symmetrical. It's the same on both sides. And it has a hem on the top of the seam that creates this groove inside, and the clip sits inside the panel seam. When we run this separate cap, which this cap does not have sealant in it because it's just a sample.
Right.
But we put 2 beads of sealant inside this cap, and the sealant sits right here on top of this panel seam. Because there's no interruption in the panel seam, in the sealant in the panel seam, and that's because this clip sits inside and it's not in contact with the sealant, that makes it the most watertight panel design there is. That's number one. Number two, it gets better wind uplift. It gets better wind uplift because it's a symmetrical panel and the way the clips are designed. And number three, you can fix it. With most standing seam roof panels, there's no fixing them once they're put on. Most good structural standing seam panels are mechanically seamed. They have a double folded 180-degree seam, and once they're installed, they're on there, and there's no way to fix them. You have to remove the whole roof in order to fix one panel. With this panel, you can pull individual panels out of the field of the roof using an unseamer to get this seam cover off, which allows you to pull panels apart. So those are the three features that make a symmetrical panel great. The next thing is what makes the shingle recover great. Number one, we had to have a clip that was designed specifically to sit on 2 shingles. If it sits on 2 shingles, that puts it in the plane of the roof. If it only sits on 1 shingle, because it's only 4 inches long, it won't sit in the plane of the roof. It sits back at a cocked angle. This is what the patent is. The patent is filed on a clip that sits on 2 shingles. So the clip sits on 2 shingles, and the idea is what we're doing is we're rolling the money that we would be spending on tearing the shingles off and putting the new ice and water shield on. We're saving that money and rolling it into a better roof system. That's part of the savings that you get, is we're taking that money and rolling it into the better system. The other thing is we had to have, since we were not going to put new ice and water shield down, we're not going to put an underlayment on, we have to have the roof panel up away from the old shingles. They can't be in contact in any shape, form, or fashion because of transit abrasion or because of abrasion. So we had to determine how high up do we have to go. What we determined was 3/4 of an inch of height gives us 2 things. It gives us the ability to walk on the roof without damaging the roof, without damaging the clips, and without damaging the panels. Any higher, we would damage the roof. Any lower, we would not get ventilation. 3/4 of an inch gives us an opportunity to ventilate the airspace between the 2 roofs. So we have this ventilated 063 aluminum perforated vent strip here. This thing allows the air to come in. It flows all the way up. It goes through the corrugated up here at the ridge or at the head wall, and then it comes back out. The ventilation's at the ridge. This ventilated airspace, the guys at Oak Ridge National Laboratories, over the past 20 years or so have figured out that a ventilated airspace over a shingle roof will give you a 30 to 50% reduction in heat transfer, which is a big giant number. So the roof system will actually pay for itself over time because of the energy savings. And I can tell you from personal experience, the first job that we did where we were just experimenting, we did it before the summer. We didn't have the clip yet, so we used little wooden blocks to set the clips on. The guy whose house that was told me that he had a 25% reduction in his electric bill from this year to last year because of this roof.